Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Infiniti of Flemington, here in Flemington, New Jersey, to check out this brand new 2023 Infiniti QX50 Sport in Obsidian Black. So we're going to check this out, see what it brings to the market in this compact two-row SUV segment, see if Infiniti is bringing some sportiness into this QX50. So let's dig in. All right, when you go QX50 Sport, you're going to get all blacked out on the exterior of the car. We have obsidian black paint, gloss black on the grille, flat black on the bottom of the grille. That Infiniti badge now is going to be toned down in that smoked out look, which I like. LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, LED fog lamps. Looking good here on the front end of this QX50 Sport. All right, wheel and tire setup on this QX50 Sport. We have a 20-inch wheel, gunmetal gray with silver accents. Looks good against the black. Standard brake and rotor package. These wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Acopia 422 pluses, 255 on the width, a 45 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. All right, now we're looking at the full side profile on this QX50 Sport. And again, we're looking at a compact two-row premium branded SUV, black obsidian. Looks good when it's clean, but boy, any little bit of dirt is really going to show. We have flat black around the wheel wells and along the bottom of the door sills. But overall, it's a really nice sporty shape here on the QX50. Let me know what you think about everything being blacked out. The only silver accents you see on the entire side profile are a little bit in the wheels. And I think that really helps the look. Let me know what you guys think. Moving on closer, here is the flat black on the wheel wells. It goes good against the black paint. Let me know if you think that should be painted all the way down. And we have a fender, flat black design on the front fender, color matched on the side view mirror with LED turn signals and 360-degree view cameras. Color matched on the front and the rear door handle, as well as the fuel filler cap. Up top, gloss black roof rails, color matched roof with shark fin antenna, and a large panoramic sunroof. All right, back end of this QX50 Sport, we do have that roof spoiler coming off the top. We have the windshield wiper on the below on the glass, blacked out Infiniti badge in the middle, LED turn signals, LED taillights. In the back of this QX50S, the QX50S badge blacked out on the right side of the tailgate, and then all-wheel drive badge blacked out on the left side of the tailgate, blacked out all the way down, including black tip exhausts, dual exhaust, which looks good. So you know what? Since we got functional dual exhaust, and this is a sport model, let's check this thing out and see what it sounds like. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 QX50 Sport. What are we looking at for a power plant? Well, we have a 2-liter variable compression, turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a CVT transmission. 268 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 22 in the city, 28 on the highway, 25 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. All right, before we get into the interior of this 2023 QX50 Sport all-wheel drive, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much do I have to lay out to grab one of these QX50s? Well, premium branded SUVs are not cheap, especially when you go to the sport trim. So basically, this is what we got. QX50 Sport all-wheel drive trim before options, base price $50,500. Now, for this particular car, we need to add in the cargo package for an additional $285. That's going to get you the reversible cargo area protector, cargo blocks, console net, and cargo net. Then we need to add in $485 for the Infiniti illuminated kick plates, and then another $635 for the welcome lighting with logo. That's the projector lighting when you open the door. onto the ground, and then an additional $225 for the splash guards. Then we add in an additional $1,195 for destination and delivery from Infiniti's Mexico assembly plant, and you're looking at a total MSRP of $53,325. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all rubber finish. But since I'm in a sport model, I'm thinking I need aluminum finish on the pedals. Let me know what you think. We have our carpeted floor mats in the cargo area right now. Here are the Infiniti aluminum door sill plates to welcome you to the vehicle, which is nice. Seats, we have power seats with lumbar for the driver and front passenger. And then we have the black semi-aniline leather seats with stitching, with suede insert right here. Makes it look really nice on the bolstering. Bolstering is nice and compliant, soft headrest, nice looking seats. Door panels, nice looking door panels, leather up top with the stitching. Then we have some carbon fiber effect trim around that brushed aluminum door handle, looking good. We got that nice Bose performance sound system in here. So that is a nice upgrade. And then we have a nice soft armrest in leather with stitching, flat black on the switchgear. It's a really nice looking door panel. We come over to the dash, same action, leather, stitching, carbon fiber effect. And then we have more of this leather. And then down below, nice large glove box. All right, the infotainment system, we have that split dual panel screen as we see from Infiniti in their older systems. This hasn't been upgraded yet with the new 9-inch system that Nissan has in their cars. So your top screen will focus in on that. Integrated, 2 heat and air vents on either side. It's angled up to get that sun glare off. And now we have a touch screen. Yes, we do. And actually, once you wake it up, it's pretty smooth for an older system. That's going to give you your map action right there, and also your drive modes are going to show up there, which we'll show you in a little while. But it is nice and clear, and I do like the fact that we have a nice response. We go to reverse, and here's where our map shows up, nice with trajectory. It's an older camera, so I'd like to see it a little bit clearer, but you do have the backup camera on the left, your 360 on the right, and you can change views with the button down here. So it does look pretty good overall. As we go to our drive modes, we're going to do all this at once. Go to our drive modes. There you go. You got personal, you got sport, you got standard, and you got eco. So that's how you're going to roll in this QX50 Sport, and we're going to leave it on sport for our drive today. So there are the drive modes as well. So we got that screen pretty much taken care of. Down below here, you have another screen now. This is where you can access your audio or your music, your home menu, or your climate. If you go to your home menu, this is where you can go ahead and configure the car however you want. Go to your connections. You can hook up to 6 devices on here. You got your Wi-Fi hotspot and all that jazz. It's also a touch screen, so that's nice. You can go into your settings, get everything customized however you would like. Go back to home, and you're all set. Or you can go to your climate menu. Now, audio menu first. This is where you can get your Sirius XM or your music off your library with USB hookup or with your Bluetooth hookup. And then we can go to climate. Here we go. This is where you're going to get your AC controls, dual climate control. And then you have your heated steering wheel right there as well. So that is a nice touch. And then you have the hard controls down either side if you don't want to fart around with the screen. And we have 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger, as well as that steering heater. I love they call it a steering heater and not just a heated steering wheel. But there you have it. It's a nice setup. It's an older setup, but it works, and it works well. Down below, you have your settings for your music. You have a CD player right in here. Get out those old CDs, and you're all set. Down below, we have a USB-C, USB-A, a 12-volt, and a wireless charging pad. So they got you covered there. Now we have 2 cup holders, our Infiniti key fob. Here it is. Looks just like a Nissan one, except you got the Infiniti logo up top. Then you have remote start, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, and the panic button. So they got you all set up there, no problems. Down below, engine start stop. Here is the gear shift that's going to take you through the CVT transmission. And in order to change gears, you have to push this button in on the side. So if I put my foot on the brake, push this in, and then go down 1, neutral, down 2, drive, and then back up and down again, manual. And then if I want to get back to reverse, up 2, push to park. So that's how it works. Here are your drive mode selector that we just showed you. And then here is also we have a dial to go through your screens, your infotainment screens, if you don't want to use the touch screen. So they have a redundancy in place there. Electronic emergency brake with auto vehicle hold. I love the leather on here, as well as the stitching really lifts it up. Semi-soft armrest, open that up. We have a spot for storage and a little tray there for change, and it's felt lined, so it's nice. Infiniti steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel, nice stitching, nice brushed aluminum to lift up the wheel, Infiniti badge on the horn button, flat black on all your switch gear, which is nice. And we don't have a flat bottom wheel, but we do have easy exit where the seat will move back when you turn the car off to allow you to get out of the car easier. So that's a nice touch. And then we have our telephone voice commands on the left side here. And on the right side, we have our cruise control. We have our safety suite controls where you can turn them on or turn them off. And then we have these 2 buttons to go through the digital portion of our dash. So they got you covered there. Here we go with paddles to go up and down the simulated gears on the CVT. Over here on the left, we have our directionals and our bright lights, and on the right, front and rear wiper. Down below, here's where we can control our headlights and fog lamps, brighten and dim the dash, pop the tailgate, parking sensors on off, and then this is your steering assist when you're in cruise control. So it's like a semi-autonomous driving thing, where when you're on cruise control, you can turn this on and that'll help keep the car in its lane for you. On the left side of the driver's door panel, we have 2 memory seat settings. Here is one of the 12 speakers for this Bose premium audio system. And then down below right here, with this button here, you have your power fold mirrors. So fold in, fold out. And then, of course, when you lock the door, they will fold in for you. So that's a nice touch. We come to the dashboard, and here we go with this digital analog combo. So we have analog gauges for our speedometer, tachometer, fuel level and coolant temperature, and then we have a small display in the center where you can go through other information that you may want to see and have it set wherever you want. Of course, there are submenus in here as well that you can go through, but it is a nice and easy dashboard to display the information that you want. Overhead console, LED dome lighting. To have that lighting come on and off when you open and close the door, this button over here needs to remain on or in with the orange light on, and then when you open the door, lighting comes on. Close the door, the lighting will go off. Here's our SOS button in case you have an emergency out on the road. And then here is the control for our panoramic roof. So we take a look at that. There we go. You just have to click it and hold it in for a second. And that roof shade all the way back over the rear passengers. So very, very nicely done. And then your glass opens up, and there's your wind buffeter coming up. And then push it and hold it in a second. Your glass will close. And then here comes the shade back over. And it operates fairly quickly too, so you don't have to wait forever, which I like. There we go. Now we have our sun visor with vanity and lighting. And does it slide to block out the side sun? Yes, it does. As I mentioned earlier, we have the easy exit, but I'm going to demonstrate that for you now. Now, the seat will come back when I turn the car off, but the steering wheel will not move up and out of the way because it's a manual tilting and telescoping wheel instead of an electric one. Would like to see an electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel in this QX50 Sport. But let me turn off the car using the engine stop start button. And now as you can see, that seat is moving back a couple inches to let me out of the car easier. Getting in the back seat of this QX50, I have the driver's seat set for my driving position, so let's hop on in. Watch your head getting in. The roof's a bit low up here, the way it slopes down. So be careful if you're a taller person. But now I'm in the back, plenty of headroom at 5'11", plenty of knee space. Got the leather, but then we got plastic, which doesn't belong in an Infiniti, and we have a seat pocket behind each front seat. Now, back rear console, 2 heat and air vents. Then we have a USB-C and a USB-A and a little area for storage. So they got you covered for heat and air and connectivity back here. And then the door panels, same nice action with the leather on top, stitching, the carbon fiber look with the brushed aluminum door handle, the nice soft armrest. So if we look at that front door panel, and I love the way that carbon fiber trim goes right into the dash. It's a really nice design. But now the back door panel looking good, same vibe. I like the fact that they didn't cut costs back here because the back seats are still that semi-aniline black leather with the stitching, nice and soft headrest, really nice and comfortable seats here in the back. And then open up this armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders, a little area for storage there. So they got you covered back here, and it actually is quite comfortable in the back of this vehicle. All right, cargo area here in this QX50 Sport. You can pop it from the key fob or from the dash, or you can come to the back, and right underneath the Infiniti badge, there's a button. Beeps a couple of times, up it comes. Nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way back. Now, nice area for storage, plenty of room. We have these Infiniti cargo mat, carpeted, looking good. Here's your QX50. Carpeted floor mats looking good. Underneath, nice area for some additional storage, which is nice. No spare tire here. And then we have some lighting in the back, even though it's non-LED. And then on the other side, you have a 12 volt right here for power. So they got you covered there. And now if you want to take those rear seats down, you can do it from right here with these levers. Just pull them, and you got to really pull them quite hard. To get it open, pull this one, and down they go. Oop, that one got stuck on the seat. That's another thing you got to worry about, is if that seat is back too far, it's not going to go down. Or the other thing that could prevent it, just a top tip, is that you do have these headrests that are too far up. If they're up, then it's not going to fold down. So you want to make sure they're down into place to get this to fold down. But we're going to go ahead and play it safe and move this up a bit. And now when we hit it, now it goes right down. And now you have a lot more space. So a good use of space here in the back by Infiniti. Just a top tip on those rear seats. Make sure the headrests are down and make sure the front seats are up far enough for those things to drop down, because it gets a little tight. All right, here's the 2023 Infiniti QX50 Sport 4-wheel or all-wheel drive window sticker. So we'll zoom on in, see if I can get you some action here. Take it out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 2023 Infiniti QX50 Sport. And before we get into the driving dynamics, right, visibility, terrific. Out of the windshield, out of the side view mirrors, out of the rear glass, no problem. I got my full suite, technology suite in here, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz is in this QX50 Sport, as it should be for 53 and change. Now, we have this set in sport mode because it is a sport trim. So we're going to see what kind of action we can get on this sport trim. So here we are on the back roads, and it feels firm. Now, we have it set in sport, so it should be firm, and this is a sport trim, so it feels firm, as it should. I like the steering wheel, I like the width, I like the 10 and 2 notches. It's very comfortable in my hand, so that's good. The suspension's well damped, even though it's on the firm side here in sport mode, so I'm getting jostled around a little bit, but that's what I would expect in a vehicle like this. The handling, very nice, not crazy sharp like a sports car would be, or even the Q50 steering would be, but it is doing just fine. Point the car where you want it to go and it goes. And it feels good. Now, the shade on the panoramic roof does rattle a little bit when you have it open. So I do have to mention that I did not expect. But we'll come up here. We'll do an emergency stop. See how that goes. In 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Nice and linear. And now we'll take off, see how this goes. Let the engine do the shifting. Now you can hear those simulated gears in the CVT firing off. And it gets up to speed really well. The engine is really good. You got plenty of horsepower and torque in this variable compression 2-liter turbo engine. No doubt about that. Does really, really well. So that's nice and sporty. But I'm not so sure about the CVT in here. You got a Q50 that's got a 7-speed automatic. That's what should be in here instead of the CVT. Let me know what you guys think about that. That's how I would rock in this. Give me a 7-speed auto. Now, if you are going to upgrade to QX50, and Infiniti's going to need to do some redesigning on these vehicles soon, then you know what? Just stick in Nissan's new 9-speed auto like you have in the QX60 right now, and you'll be fine. See that they're trying with this CVT to get these gears to fire off. Now it brings the car up to speed really well, but they're just a little sloppy, a little rather than the quick, sharp kickoffs like we see in the Q50 sports sedan. So I'd like them to sharpen that up. They sharpen that up, and this car's got some real nice sportiness to it. I love what they've done with the suspension. Tightening up the suspension, tightening up the front end, tightening up the rear end, giving it good amount of horsepower and torque to get it moving very quickly, but they're just missing that one piece, which is the CVT transmission. Helps a little bit on the gas mileage, but it's going to hurt it when you're trying to performance drive, like we're giving it a shot at today. So that's at least my view on this vehicle as far as the driving dynamics go. Let me know how you feel about that, what your thoughts are. I like what they've done with the exterior. I like the fact that you go QX50 Sport and all your badges are blacked out and all the window surrounds, grille, and everything is blacked out. Makes it look really cool. Would I go with the obsidian black paint? Probably not. I think with this blackout package, if you went with their dark blue paint, that would look really, really good, rather than this obsidian black. Let me know what you guys think about the exterior design, but the pickup on this is just really quite impressive. All right, we're going to give this one more shot down the road. I have it in sport, and now I'm going to shift with the paddles and let's rock. There you go, no problem at all. And actually, it works better firing it off with the pedals or with the paddles rather than letting the system shift on its own. I like the response of the CVT better with the paddles. Let's try that again. Let me know what you guys think. You can hear the shifts. So again, good response with the paddles. Better than letting the car shift on its own. So I like that. Brake traction a little bit, and here we go. So really well done. Overall, by Infiniti on this. Just some little tweaks, and I think this QX50S will be in great shape. Couple little tweaks. I still think we need to go 9-speed automatic in here rather than the CVT and sharpen up the, but they've done a nice job trying to sharpen up the CVT. Plenty of power in here, so I really like what they're doing, what they're trying to achieve. Couple little tweaks, and I think they'll be all the way there. Let me know what you guys think. But I want to thank Infiniti of Flemington for allowing the channel access to this 2023 QX50 Sport review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone. All right, looking at the front end of this QX50 Sport, we have all blacked out. When you go QX50 Sport, everything is going to be blacked out on the car. And now the wind just blew over my... All right, looking at the wheel and tire setup on this QX50 Sport, we have a 20-inch wheel, gunmetal gray with some silver, looks good. Infiniti badge on the center cap, looking good. Standard brake and rotor package. These are wrapped in, oh, now I forgot the name of the tire. All right, wheel and tire setup on this QX50 Sport. We have a 20-inch wheel, gunmetal gray with some silver accents, looking good. Standard brake and rotor package. These wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Ecopia,